If you're thinking about buying a home on Cascade Lake, you definitely want to watch this video because I'm going to go over the things that you need to know before buying a house on Cascade Lake. Let's just get right into it. The first thing that I've seen come up a lot lately are issues with boat dock permits. If you're interested in buying a home on Cascade Lake, you definitely want to have your agent check the boat dock permit before you get too far into the contract. You want to make sure that the name on the permit matches the owner's name that's selling the property. I've seen several incidences where, a neighbor thinks that they own part of the boat dock because they had made an agreement and have been paying for part of the maintenance, but their name's not on the permit and they don't actually have any rights to the boat dock. This isn't something that you want to find out on closing day. So it's really important to check the boat dock permit, as soon as you know that you're interested in a property, to see whether the permit belongs to that actual house or if it's a shared boat dock. I've seen where people thought that it was private, but it does turn out to be shared, even if the neighbor never paid for maintenance and their name's on it, it's still shared. So this is just something that's really important. The location of the boat dock will be drawn out in an attachment on the permit, so it's important to see where the dock is supposed to be located. As properties change hands, sometimes people move the boat dock from one house to another or put it in the center. And, once it sells and those two property owners, end up not knowing each other, that could end up being a problem down the line. So check your boat docks. That's one of the most important things to know when you're purchasing on Cascade Lake. So another thing that you're going to need to know are your high and low level watermarks. As you can see behind me, sometimes there's not a lot of water in Lake Cascade. So you definitely need to know your high and low watermarks. Cascade Lake is also known as Cascade Reservoir. So the water gets sent down to Emmett and other farm places all through the summer. Most of the time, there's water in Cascade Lake all the way up until early September around Labor Day. But sometimes if we have really low moisture, not a lot of rain and snow, it can get sent down as early as July. And I know for sure it's ruined some families' plans. They've purchased a lake home, thought they were going to come out in July and get to use the lake, and there wasn't enough water. So know your high and low water marks when you're purchasing a home in Cascade Lake. Did you know that Cascade Lake has motorized and non-motorized sections of the lake? On the northern section is the non-motorized. So as you're buying a property and you get further to the north, be sure to check if you want to use a boat, whether or not you actually can, and if you're in the motorized or non-motorized section. So now you can see we're out here at the deeper part of Cascade Lake, where you pretty much have water year-round. This is located right across from Tamarack Resort. And what I want to talk about, and you might not hear this from everybody, is one of the negatives about Cascade Lake are the algae blooms. Because we're surrounded by national forest, we have forest fires that put ash into the lake. And the ash contains nitrogen and phosphorus, and that creates a bacteria growth in the lake. So there are some years where we get a pretty bad bacteria growth. It's unsafe for you to get into the water. It's unsafe for animals to drink out of. And that's a pretty big negative for Cascade Lake. This usually happens in the summertime when people want to use the lake the most. So there was actually a family that called. They were, we had a couple of bad bacteria years, in a row, and they weren't using the property as much as they wanted to. So they called to get evaluation because they were thinking about selling their property. Ultimately, they did decide to keep it because the kids really love coming out and enjoyed the lake property so much. Another thing would be a tip that if you plan on renting your property, I've seen this a lot in Florida because Florida that we would get what's called June grass with the seaweed, and people would want to cancel their beach reservations. The same thing could happen here if you own a lake house and you're renting it out. People might want to cancel their reservations because of the algae. So I would put something in your cancellation policy that, you know, let people know that sometimes we get this, it's out of your control, and kind of hedge getting those cancellations if you're planning on renting your property out once you purchase it. So it's just a good thing to know that that's something that you might have to deal with in owning a home on Cascade Lake. The bacteria growth could ruin your plans for the summer. Another important thing to know when you're purchasing on Cascade Lake would be any of the development that's getting ready to happen in the area. And one of the big things to note is that Tamarack is going to be putting in a marina. So they're going to have potentially 200 boat slips out here. They're going to have a food truck, which will make it the second place to get food that's on Cascade Lake, including the place that's down by the golf course in Cascade. And then you also will have the campground and the beach. This area will be open to the public, and the boat slips, you know, can be rented out. They'll also have boat rentals and, you know, paddle boards, kayaks, all of that stuff right here. And it'll be the first marina that's on Cascade Lake. There's not currently another marina that's located on Lake Cascade. So it's definitely something important to know that that's coming here. And the final thing that you need to know is there are some additional costs associated with owning a lakefront home. You have the LID costs, which is Land Improvement District. You'll have some extra fees that are added on. They could, you know, the homeowner could have already paid them off, or they could be paying them monthly. So that's something that you want to check into if you're buying a home on the lake. Most of the homes on Cascade Lake are located on the east side of the lake. And whenever we get storms, they roll in from the west and move to the east. They pick up water from the lake and literally throw it at the homes. So I've shown so many lake homes, and you notice that along the door trims, they have just an increased amount of water damage or maintenance that has to be done to the homes. So it's something to take into consideration. You could have additional maintenance expense when you're buying a waterfront property. The last thing is the well water and the drinking water. In this area, the water tends to be kind of irony. So you'll see different levels of filtration systems for the water. And if, I would say, not a water snob, but if you don't like the taste of iron in your water, you definitely want to make sure that the home you're buying has a really good water filtration system. One of the hacks that you can do whenever you're looking at a home is like open the dishwasher and look inside. And if there's any kind of like orange rings or marks, that's something, you know, if you see that, then you might know that they have kind of high iron in the water, or they might not be changing their filter enough. So hopefully these tips have been helpful. And if you're looking at buying a home and you want me to go over, you know, pros and cons of that particular house, or if you want more information, I'm happy to help. Whether you're looking right now or 2 years from now, you can call anytime, and I'm always happy to answer questions.